Good morning, everybody. Stay, sit, sit, walk. And the time is 4:55 a.m. Wednesday, the 16th of July, 2025. According to the Rings End incinerator, the steam is drifting to the east, so the wind, there's a light breeze from the west, so probably didn't even need the windshield, but it went back together anyway. Yeah, so there's Pillbeg and the Rings End incinerator just there, so there's a slight breeze from the west. I forgot to mention in the last video, when I had it on, it was up to 74 minutes on the one battery on 4K 25p, but it was on the high bit rate, which I never mentioned. So it's you know, what more do you want from a small little device like that? Like, it's amazing, really. So yeah, 5 a.m. and I'm out now. I can't sleep these days at all. I just have power naps, like 3 hours at a time. My safe place is no longer a safe place anymore. It's been like that since 2021. And you know, it's just psychologically hard to accept. But in life, I suppose, accepting the things you can't change or you're powerless over is just one thing you're going to have to overcome. How, I do not know, but it's not easy. Let's put it that way. So I'm going to head out here to the fire spot and I'm just going to chill for a while. I brought 2 tea bags, have a full tin of gas, and I'm going to just chill for a while with Solo. Have a cup of tea, watch the sunrise, head back before the mother wakes up. And if you don't know, I mentioned before in previous videos, if you're new to watching the channel, my mother's 85, she has vascular dementia, and I'm the only one she recognises. She doesn't know me by association, but she knows my name, and she feels safe with me, and I know exactly what to say to calm her down if she's in an agitated state. So yeah, I'm either up early and out and back before she wakes up, or when she goes to bed at night and falls asleep, then I'm out late walking the dog. So last night, about say midnight, I went out with Solo, local park, and have a LED ball. And they don't cut, when they cut the grass in the local fields now, they don't cut the side parts, the opposite side of the path. They call it wilding now, and they leave it, which is a nightmare because when the ball goes in, you can never find it. And it's actually dangerous, to be honest, for kids and stuff, because the thorn bushes are like lethal. So I have an LED ball at night time, and you can see the LEDs on the gobbers, the Owlite gobbers, which are waterproof. Shown in the last video, Solo having a swim in the sea at Red Rock. And I have an LED ball, so when I throw the ball, whichever way Solo runs, I throw the ball the opposite way and just get an extra run out of him. And it doesn't matter where, he doesn't bring it straight back to me. He's a bit of a weirdo like that. He drops it at the same place each time, which is in the wilding. So with the LED ball, I can find the ball easy enough at night. Anyway, here we are. I'm going to get Solo tied out, and then I'm going to get Solo tied out. Good boy. And then set the tripod up. Set the Bushbox XL up. Show you the new handle on the fire. Windshield. Set the nature hike ultralight chair up. And do you know what? I always forget something, even though I forgot the windshield and had to go back halfway out here. And now I'm after realising, I'm after forgetting one titanium nail stake, pin nail stake for the chair, but it's okay. It's not windy enough to blow away off the cliff, but it is a cliff, as you can see, all the way around here. Hey, get off that cliff, you. And yeah, if anything blew off there, I don't think there'd be any easy way of retrieving. So anyway, let me get set up and I'll get back to you as soon as I have the tripod and Solo staked out. So there's the fire wing guard, and it's small little carabiner onto the back of it. Doesn't fit around that, the carabiner. Doesn't fit. Oh, it does. Cool. Right, you can center it. You can be symmetrical. You can center it. Alright. Love that. Great. Bushbox XL. I do have an extra stake in here. I did bring it. Cool. A little bit choppy to see. Solo's water bowl. That's set up for him. Solo, water. Look, water. Here. I only chopped like a couple of logs. Don't plan on staying too long. I love these dump pouches. I know they're for magazines or clips, what do you want to call them, or AKs and stuff, but I use them for, that's what the army uses them for. I use them for firewood and food. And when they're consumed, just pack them up. They all look nice. There's the like the gobber. So that's one of the gobber clips, and that's one of the bike lights. And when you go online to buy the clip, it says only for the gobbers on their own website, but actually the back of it clicks on and fits perfectly. Onto the gobber clip, and that's the full strength of it there, which is 120 lumens. Which is pretty cool, and it sits straight under the camera. Doesn't budge, no rattles, nothing. It's great. Alright, so I'm gonna sit here. I have the kitchen here, table there, chair here, backpack here, fire here. It's Step Brothers. It's gonna be great. And I mentioned last video, I got these new boots. I can loosen them off now. That's it, done. Pull it out. Loosen off. Now I can take them off. Take them off real easy. Put them back on. The blister hasn't fully healed up, but no downhill. Where we're going, Marty, you're not going to need laces. I'm not gonna need them either. Yeah, this is way more comfortable than the back is in bits now. Just leaning over like this. Let's say here's a good place to put it. Oh, Jesus. Even just doing that. As I say, I'm an old man in a young man's body. Although, I wouldn't say I'm that young anymore. Oh. Yeah, a little loop on these now. Be handy. That's only the second one. The last one's even harder. Alright. Okay. So, optimal position will be facing this wind's blowing from the east or the west. So the incinerator says. So, yeah, let's give a different composition to all the other videos. So say, alright, say here. And then I'll put the wind guard there. Move the camera over. So say here. Yeah. Alright, let's do that. I don't really need that mini carbonaire on it, but the clip, but it's just ease of use. Yeah. I sound like a bleeding one of them pro tennis players. It's a good boy. Turn your lights off. Look. Don't need your lights on. So say here to here. Definitely sound like one of them tennis players. It's damp out. Dew point. Oh, what's the story of this now? How did that get like that? How the hell is that like that? That's really annoying. What the hell? How did that snap onto that itself? Weird. Everything's weird. Oh, right, so. Okay, let's move this. Alright. So let's set the Bushbox up. My firewood, I have my kindling in my pocket. Side pockets. So those water. My table. Hands reach. Back. Okay, so. Do you know what? I might try the fire steel for the crack. might use, here's my eco lighters, bit of fat wood, and for the crack might use my fire steel, and I put a bit of Dynaglide on it. That's like my fire striker, and that's the TBS. That's the TBS fire steel, the best fire steel I've ever used. I've used a good few of them. The light my fire one, rubbish. The striker is great. So combined with that and the Dynaglides, you're never going to lose that in greenery. You'll always be able to see it if we drop it somewhere, even though it has the orange handle. But the TBS, the Bushcraft store, this is what it stands for in the UK. Best fire steel I've ever used. There's the Army and the Scout edition. So I'm going to try that. I'm going to try this to light the fire. And here's the handle, by the way. My dad put on it for me. Different design to what I was going to use, but really comfortable in the hand. And then I can strap it on to the backpack handle, which still enables me to keep my hands free. So let's set the bush boxes set up. Let's see how easy it is to strike this. Wrap that around it. There I am again. Like. And after editing my last video, I realised how much I do that. It's actually very annoying to listen to, so I have to stop that. Sound like one of them tennis players. That. The fat wood. In fact, I'm going to keep one of them fat woods. They're not easy to come by. And yeah, I'll use the fire steel. See if I can get a strike on it, because I do have it's my preferred way of lighting. The Soto extender. So leave that there. And see if we can get a spark the old way. In fact, I'll pull it out. Full length of it. Drop it in. Catch onto the eco lighters and then onto the fat wood. Should be golden. Stagger this kindling. That's all the kindling I have. Put one of them there. And put another small bit there like that. And we're off. Wasn't that easy though to take a spark, the resin tape. That was the easiest kindling I had, or tinder, should I say. We got it there though. That's ash, by the way. I processed on the bandsaw. My dad's shed before I came out at 3:30 AM. Wasn't that noisy. I always carry these wipes with me ever since That crazy thing that happened. Hygiene. That's not burned. Can't burn that, but I can burn the wipe. Clean my hands before I make this tea. I always have these anyway because if I'm camping or anything, I need them to wipe my hands, take contact lenses out. So I can reuse them again, knowing that they're clean. Okay. Noticed that as well in my last video. I was moving this around. I'll just deny everything. The water from there to there to there to there to there. Weirdo. So let's get the tea going. Most important thing. Put the tea. Have cotton out. The tea on the go. These are great from Dutch wear gear. Just clip on like that. You weigh a few grams. Watched episode 9 of Stick golf TV series with Owen Wilson in it before he came out. Yeah, pretty cool. They only go on for like 30 minutes each episode. 10 episodes in the series. But yeah, it's worth to watch. Another thing I watched was the Bob Geldof Live Aid documentary. CNN produced it. Weird, but excellent. I don't know how many episodes there is. I think my dad said there was 3 on or something like that. But episode 1, fantastic, amazing. Bob Geldof, I can relate to that. Everything he was thinking back in the day. Water. And, you know, I can get it because ever since I was a child or a kid, I've known about the troker box, you know, the troker box. And it's still going to this day, the troker box. Nothing's changed, it's just got worse. Really annoying. So it makes you appreciate everything you have. Food, water, shelter, you know, I do know it's all going to come to an end for me someday. What I have, my safe place. But any positive decision I've made in my life is staring at an open fire in a peaceful place like this. No inanimate objects, sounds, just natural sounds in nature. The waves, birds. But it doesn't matter how many fires I stare at, I still have not been able to come up with a solution for economic security for myself in the future. I don't have a wife, I don't have children. But I do have a job to do. And I know that the solution is not going to be found in the end of a bottle of alcohol. They say take it a day at a time, and they're right. It's all I can do. One day at a time. Psychologically, I can't manage anything more than that, but I do worry about the future, which goes against exactly what I just said, every day at a time. it's terrifying. People think, oh yeah, you have a full-time job, and you know, any work I do at home. I converted my room into a bedroom / office. I do online and editing. I have an edit suite. I love what I do, but it's by no means a way of near enough the amount of income I need to sustain the way of living for when my parents pass, move on, or die, whatever way you want to call it, die. And that terrifies me, and it keeps me awake at night, and it brings me to places like this at all hours of the morning. Everything I've tried, the dog lead, the DCF gear protectors, the Dyneema gear protectors for camera gear. You know, I see people with their cameras and the little umbrellas over them. It's ridiculous, you know. The rain can come from either direction, and it's not just going to come straight down all the time. The gear protectors I've been using mine for years, and it's never let me down. It's a great product. If you're going to spend 5 or 7 grand on a piece of kit, why not spend €100 on a Dyneema 11,000 millimeter head on it, which, like they say, 3,000 millimeter head is fully waterproof. 11,000 weighs like 15 grams. Stick it in your pocket, stick it in the backpack, it means nothing. Nobody wants it. Nobody wants quality anymore. They just want all that AliExpress rubbish. Like the dog lead I made for Solo, or the tie-out lead that he's on now, made out of 764 dam steel. Yeah, it has heavy brass, 80 millimeter snaps on the end of it, but I chose them because they're quality. And I might be putting myself out of business if they went into mass production, but I don't care. I want to sell stuff that is going to last a service time and a lifetime. It goes down, it feathers down into it. There's where it is. Like, it goes back to normal here, feathers down into it. 80 millimeter snap, swivel snap. I missed one. Look. Nobody wants them. I ended up giving them away, giving them all away for free. The boots are great. Just loosen them off. Right, let's get this tea on the go. Cottonmouth. My Keith titanium spoon. Tea bag. And my favourite jumper. Merino wool jumper with a hood on it. Can't beat it. I bought another one there in the sale. Summertime they always have a sale. It's like 30, 40 euro off the normal price. Have one in storage. Actually, one thing I've learned to kind of meditate, which I start doing. Well, I used to do it. I used to train in Aikido, which is not a full contact sport or anything, but it's self-defense. Used to train in Whitefriar Street. A guy called Brendan Dowling, really nice guy. Used to sell leather belts on Grafton Street, handmade. Although I don't think he liked me very much for some reason. I always got that vibe off him when I said hello to him. You could tell by his body language. I'm always good at psychoanalyzing people, their body language, before they even open their mouth. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. But I always got that vibe from him. I always appreciate what I learned from him. I'm going into the dojo. Used to be a sign up. From this point forward, this is an ego-free zone. That's the problem with the world today. Everyone has an ego. They're all selfish. It's a lot of the ideology of today. Their society, it's very selfish. Look after number one. And I don't get that. I'm more on the Bob Geldof side. Live Aid. Feed the poor and the starving. As I said earlier, the chocolate box has been going since I was a child and nothing's changed. In fact, over the south side where my uncle lives, he had a load of change. He saved up, and instead of cashing the change into the coin bank in the local supermarket, he tried to hand it into the local charity trokery or whatever it was, concern, I don't know. And I don't know the exact charity, but when he went to hand it in, they said, "Oh no, we don't accept change, we only accept checks." Like, what does that tell you? I couldn't believe it when I heard that. It's shocking to see that there's that many starving children in the world today. More than there was when I was a child. You'd think they would have solved that issue by now. But no. There we go. Boiled. Bit too hot to handle, yeah. No, I'm not going to risk it. Let's put it in a safe place. In case I knock it over. Get the brew on. I think I have a tissue here. Yeah. I'll wipe. Oh, they say if you have a titanium cup, you need the hot lips for it, but titaniums are like a bad conductor of heat, so it cools down really fast. So the handle's there now. I couldn't touch them a minute ago. Now they're fine. You don't need the hot lips. It's not essential. And the hot water is not full to the brim. And that's cool already. Now I might leave it up because I might have 2 cups of tea. But yeah, anyway, Aikido Dojo, Whitefriar Street, Dublin City. Before it got burnt down, it was a boxing club as well. Used to train there, and a lot of the training was like we used to meditate and stretch and do exercises before we hit the mats. He's a good boy. Come here, here, here. Sit. And yeah, I loved it actually. Dokadaji, I forget the name of the moves, but the Bokken and the Joe were the two main weapons or tools we used to train me. My dad made me my Joe out of hardwood. Still have it, well seasoned. And anyway, years on, I was watching a meditation documentary, and take your socks off your shoes and connect with the soil and the grass and the ground. Just sit here, close your eyes, breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Your key, center your body, your gravity to the earth. Sphere around you. People don't come into your personal space. I remember it all. Still use it to this day. Half a lifetime ago. But sitting here with my bare feet to the ground, I can see and comprehend what they're kind of saying, the message they're kind of. Hey, what are you trying to do? Catch the sparks? No. No catching sparks. No. Sit. Down. 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 There's your water. Look. Here. Drink your water. Oh, I love this jumper. My father used to knit me jumpers. And my brothers. And when my elder brother grew out of his jumper, he used to rip back the wool and then make a jumper for me. And the wool had already stretched, so it would be perfect fit for years. But then when I seen this jumper with a hood on it, I locked onto it. I bought a couple of them now. I have one in oatmeal, in a medium, which is larger. This is small. The medium one in the oatmeal is for lounging around the house and sleeping with. Come on, sit. Sit down. Good boy. But I get it. Shoes off, socks off. It is more of a connection to nature, I suppose. Try it. Sit down. Close your eyes. You don't even have to close your eyes. You can just feel it. I'm really happy with this handle my dad made. To put his tea in this nature hike seat. Way more comfortable than the Hammocks. Get your water. Higher up from the ground. Wider base. Sit your butt in as an adult. Hey. One, two, three, four, 6 more pieces of wood. Then we're out of here. Get back before the mother wakes up. Wednesday. sit this side so you can see the fire. Nice bit of heat on the feet. Oh, squeeze it at the back of the spoon. There you go. All right. Cheers, everybody. Solo. Sit. Stay. Sit. Stay. Go. What's up? You wanted to come out. Now you're out. What you want to do? Want to go for a swim, don't you? Bit choppy actually, the sea. A bit windier than I expected. Or than that was. And it's loaded up. Load her up. Video number 50, huh? 34 subscribers. 3 years later. Not looking good, is it? Although I did take a 2-year gap because of the situation with my mother. But I'm going to show you how I maintain my boots as well in a video. That's why I buy leather uppers all the time. No material or anything on them like nylon or anything. Because once that gets dirty and mucky, see, once you get the leather uppers and you coat them in dubbing, a few coats, buff them off. Every time you go out and they get mucky, what you do is wipe them with a sponge, dry them with a piece of kitchen towel, and buff them up again. And they're brand new. Any deep scratches, you can sand them out. Dubbing, buff it up. Stop that slurping as well. It's not nice to listen to on a video. I've noticed that. Nice heat on my feet. The heat on my feet. I love the Bushbox XL. Don't think I can justify the titanium version though. It's only like a couple of 100 grams lighter. And all the rivets and the connections on it and all are all still stainless steel. Put my yellow socks back on. How's the blister doing? Alright. Not bad. Love this new system. Them boots are hardcore. Where we're going, We don't need laces. By the way that wood's burning on the wood burn to tea ratio says only 1 tea bag will suffice this video. We'll pack this away. There you go, my tennis court. Whoa. I always carry a second tissue. And that'll be to clean the cup out so I can put the gas canister back in. I'll stick it in there. Where did I put the tissue? All right. Neil deGrasse Tyson. That's my latest YouTube subscription. What's wrong, so here. Down. Sit. Good boy. Down. Sit. Sit. Good boy, stay. It's meant to be a nice day today anyway, weather-wise, like. (6:15). The Alzheimer's Society as well comes to visit my mum in the morning time, 10 to 12. In the afternoon then, I'm stuck watching torturous terrestrial TV. I don't have a cable box in my room, never had. As I said earlier, they should pay us to watch it, not the other way around. That's what we do online, isn't it? You pay extra to get ad-free subscriptions. But yeah, Virgin Media and other sources charge you to watch the opposite, complete opposite. All the ads, really annoying. So these laces are they're wire wrapped in a nylon coating, make it slip through easy. And they do sell spare ones on the accessory section, but here's somebody now. I wonder if they're walking their dog. I wonder if Solo will notice. I wonder if Solo will notice. Solo, who's that? Where is it? Over there. What's it? No. No. Yeah. I'd say they have a dog with them alright. this bag over here. Yeah, that fire shield. Nearly 2 decades that's been with me now. Glad I found it. It's nostalgic just to look at it. When I was going through university, as I mentioned earlier, at the time I wasn't very academic. I was more practical minded. But so the assignments I had to do under pressure, under time, was just very stressful. So anytime I needed a time out, I used to come out to my fire, one of my old fire spots, which I showed in the last video. Showed you pictures of it. Had the fire pit buried a foot into the ground, so at night time when I was leaving, I used to cover it with a rock so it was flush to the surface of the ground, so I didn't have to douse it, and no animals would get hurt or anything if they were to pass by it. It was covered with rocks. So the next time I went out, because I didn't douse it with water, it would relight, the coals would relight quick. But yeah, the assignments are very stressful. I used to come out to Red Rock all the time, stay till about 3 a.m. Clear the head, think of new ideas. Here's Solo now, he's on it. What's it, Solo? What is it? Maybe I will have another cup of tea. Or maybe I won't. There's Solo's onto something. Yeah, I gave a little bit of slack on the dog bone to tie out the chair so it doesn't blow away. So have a little bit of movement in it. The wind's still the same from the west. The Pillbeg steam from the chimney incinerator is still the same direction. That's why I haven't changed the windshield. So the Aaron Sweater Shop, yeah, this time of the year, they have their sale. And that's when I buy most of my, whatever Aaron wool, merino wool stuff I need. I normally buy it this time of year. It's like, you get nearly 40% off. Because the original price is just not worth it. So this is a small, so I like it like this now. Perfect size like that, but I bought a medium one, an oatmeal colour, and sleeves come down over my knuckles. So in the winter time it's nice and cozy, like it's like a giant blanket with a hood on it. I also have the Raynaud's, which affects me in cold weather. So I got the wool fingerless gloves and the mittens as well, which are going to be delivered today. And I upgraded the Wi-Fi to a Wi-Fi 7, or is it 6? I think it's 6 or 7, and I got a Cat A Ethernet cable. Should be delivered today from Amazon. So I have to drill a hole from the bedroom down into the sitting room where the router is, the new router, and it's 2 gigs. So it's not symmetrical. Unfortunately, Virgin don't offer symmetrical broadband. What I mean by that is the symmetrical with the same upload speed will be equal to the same download speed. Unfortunately, that's not the case. It's 2 gig download, which doesn't really bother me. It's the upload speed for YouTube and that which does concern me, which is why we upgraded. And so you can get 200 meg upload. And most of the videos, I've solved the case, by the way, with the YouTube transcoding. So in DaVinci, which is 2.0 now, or DaVinci 20, should I say, the preset YouTube codec or whatever it is, I don't use it. So I created my own preset, and I used the H.265, and the GPU, it doesn't even sound like it's working. If I was to use 264, the GPU would be on fire. You'd really hear it working hard. I'd be afraid it was going to blow up. And when I dial all these new settings in, it's like it's working off the CPU and relies on the GPU very little. So when I upload it to YouTube, the disadvantage of that is they're bigger files. So with a 4K 25p with the high bit rate on the DJI Action 5 Pro, you're looking at about, for an hour and a half, 70 to 90 gigs. Oh, got a flash there on the screen. And we're going into the last battery. At least it gave me a notification, not like the GoPro. So let's change the battery. Yeah, I just changed the battery there. And the same with my very little rattle in that. So I have full, empty, turn around backwards. And with the Adventure Kit, you get 3 batteries with it. Right, that's everything piled on there. All the woods. Solo's lead. I forgot to take the trivet off. See if we can get it off. And there's no chance of getting that off. I don't even have a blade with me, do I? Actually, I do. I have a blade with me instead of using. Let's see if I can get that trivet off, because I'm gonna need to be able to. And then I need some gloves. I have to get this trivet off. Bummer. I lost one of the trivets. I wonder if this would be possible now. Ow. It melted onto me. Fuck, that's hot. Go on, get off. spoon might be better, further reach on it. Go on, pop, pop, pop. I have one of them little spider coat blades. Tiny little thing, but you have to remember to close it. It's on my EDC carry. Tiny little blade. Anyway, I got the trivet off without injury. Trivet off without injury. Good, good, good. Yeah, Keith spoon saved the titanium spoon, saved the day. I'm not going to touch it yet though. Got a floater in my tea. What's that? What that is? You know what I'm going to make? Here, come here. Here, here, here. Come here. Sit. Good boy. Come here. Here. Sit. Stay. Make another cup. Make another cup. Why not? Where's that tea bag? Where's that tea bag? Let's get a bit of forehead going. Showed this in my last video. I have to drive up the Nuri to get this up the forehead. It's like Tiger Balms. It doesn't turn your skin all orange. Good stuff though. Where's the tea bag? There it is. Actually, do you know what? Leave it at that. Video will be too long. Go 10 minutes now. There. Just gonna clean it up. Just give it a wipe. No, we'll evaporate. Yeah. You go, dry. Hot but dry. I still use my tissue. Right, it's very hot, so I'll leave it there for a minute before I put the gas canister back in. I love the sound of waves. Although I wonder if I was to live in that Martello Tower right there, like I said in my last video, if I was to lay me hat anywhere, I would choose to be here, right there. I wonder if you get pissed off at it after a while. Or is it something you'd never get tired of? Because it changes. Some days the waves are angry, some days they're calm. I don't know. I'd like the opportunity to find out though. There we go, titanium, cool already. I don't know what people do be on about. Hot lips. Not necessary. Is it here? Is it there? Is it there? Okay. Oh, please. Trivet's still warm. Stainless steel takes way longer than... Hey, Solo, here. Come here. Here. Come here. Sit. Stay. It's way longer than titanium to cool down. Times. Love my new Maxpedition backpacks. Really expensive. So are their accessories, but I got that on sale. I think Amazon, if you have stuff added to your wish list or in your basket for any certain length of long time, the algorithm recognizes it and offers you a deal on it. $6.38. It's a great addition to the pack. Maxpedition, Wisport, generic, no brand name on that. The phone. Love that pack. I always say that though in every video, don't I? Here. Sit. Here. Down. Sit. Stay. Are you glad you came out now, Solo? He's a good boy. We used to do these kind of trips. At first, Solo would be going nuts, wanting to go home. And now he's relaxed, I was going to say, but now he's just about to go mad, mental again. Oh! Oh! He's a good boy. He's a good boy. You love a rub on the bum, don't you? What's it? Oh, there's somebody now, look. Down. It's okay. Quiet. No. Solo. Down. Down. It's okay. I wonder if he has a dog. He doesn't bark at people normally. He's sort of other animals, other dogs. Yeah, I was watching the documentary on Jaws last night, and then I had to go retrieve 1975, the original Jaws movie. Start watching that. Martha's Vineyard. I lived not too far from that once upon a time. What was the name of the bridge going over to Cape Cod? This Sagamore Bridge or something like that. I think that was the name of it. Sagamore. Hyannis I worked in. Six months. Every day. Home and back. 4:30 in the morning we used to leave it. Didn't get back till 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. Look at him solo smelling. Yeah, there's definitely something there. He smelled something. It's another dog. Definitely another dog. What's it? What's it? I have to say my TV is my favourite gadget of all. It's a 21:9 or 2:35:1 aspect ratio TV Philips came out with that nobody wanted to buy, and I got it for like a third of the price off the wall in Arnott's. Like actually €3,800, and then on the sale, come here, it was 2,500 they were trying to sell it for, and then I had a chat to them, and they said they'd sell it for 2,100, and then I said, as long as it's been on the wall for, and as long as it's been burning juice for on the screen. And then one day I rang up the shop a few days later, said that 21.9 Philips TV you have on the wall, much? And your man said, oh, I'll give it to you for 1,700. I said, it's a bit expensive, it's a bit outdated, nobody wants them. And then I said, how about 1,100 cash? There's a seal, look, cool. Look at the size of this, the head on him, huge. I'm really on the cliff edge here now, as you can see. Maybe that'll be the thumbnail. Where's the seal gone? Is he going to pop back up? Come on, show yourself. Come closer. It'd be great if he came closer. Solo's keeping him entertained. Curious. See him, Solo? Where's the seal? I have the 2x zoom on it now, so I should be able to crop in. Give us a good look at him. He's a good boy, Solo. Nearly on the last flicker. Where's the seal? Look. There, look. See him? Where's the seal? There's the seal there, look. Here. Look. Down to the last flicker now. What's it, Solo? Where is it? What's it? Solo. Let that cool down. You feel the heat of it. Still hot. Trip it back on, so don't lose it. Have the windshield, hands free, windshield hanging off the back of the bag. It's forecast to be a nice day weather-wise. What's it, Solo? What do you smell? What's it? There was a car in the driveway to Martello Tower last night, so there's probably occupied. Some lucky customer. Windows open. I'm chuffed we got to see that seal. Hopefully I'll be able to zoom in on it. And the handle, the design I wanted to do with the handle, I wouldn't have been able to attach it to the handle of my backpack. But with the design my dad done on it, I can dial them in another couple of clicks. As I said earlier, where we're going, we don't need laces. Although I wouldn't like the system to fail, like snap or break. If I was in the middle of a hike in the middle of the Wicklow Mountains, middle of nowhere, I'd have to bring a spare unit with me, or I'm sure I could jig up normal laces into the eyelets. Nearly at the end of the trail now, so look, if you're still watching, thanks for tuning in, and appreciate it if you could hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and catch us again in another video. I always appreciate everyone that's currently subscribed. It means a lot. And hopefully see you again in another video. Until then, from Solo and Sully, bye for now.